I did once years ago. It was a long time ago. And someone came to my door and I forgot it was Halloween and I was giving candy and someone said, "What's your costume?" And I was like, "I'm Buffy the Vampire Slayer." And she's like, "You don't look like Buffy. She would have a cross and a stake." So that sort of ruined that one. So I don't think anyone wants that costume. Reboots are great to introduce someone to a story that maybe they don't know, to characters they don't know. And I think the amazing thing about Buffy's legacy is that people are still watching and discovering and it still resonates. And the fact that it's still important to people, it sort of means that it lives on its own. That being said, if you have more story to tell, that's great. I don't feel that I do. I'm so happy with the story that I told and the character that I played, and I wouldn't go back into that, but if somebody else wants to reintroduce another story, I think that's amazing. And it's just another way to discover an amazing character, and all that would bring more attention back to the original, and how much better the original is. We looked into it. I think, again, sometimes a story is left the way it is, and it's okay. It's okay to not necessarily have more story, and as a storyteller, I have other stories to tell, but it doesn't mean that it shouldn't be new characters or new discoveries. No, I mean, right now we don't work at the same time anyway, so now it would never happen. I mean, you never say never, right? Because there's gonna be a time where they're grown and they're out of the house, so never say never. But right now we commit to one of us always being home, so that when our daughter fractures her hand and needs a cast, there is a parent there while this parent is sitting here with you. Every day.
What do you tell them?
Ask Daddy. You mean like this afternoon when I got the phone call that my daughter fractured her wrist and was getting a cast while I was sitting here about, I don't know, maybe 6 minutes ago.
No.
But you know what? Those are the moments that remind you that you don't have control over everything, and that as much as I'm a control freak and I want to be able to put my hand here and put my hand here, that there are moments where you have to let go and trust that other people can maintain, can take care of, and can handle those situations. So no, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's nothing my kids realize is cool about me. No, I mean, right now we don't work at the same time anyway, so now it would never happen. I mean, you never say never, right? Because there's gonna be a time where they're grown and they're out of the house, so never say never. But right now we commit to one of us always being home, so that when our daughter fractures her hand and needs a cast, there is a parent there while this parent is sitting here with you. Everything that you do is what makes that lasting reminder in your children. And so by making it really simple, you brush your teeth when you wake up, you brush your teeth after a meal, before you go to bed, whatever those moments are, they copy that, they emulate that. And I never want to be in the business of denying my kids stuff, right? So even though I think it's disgusting when they have those like gross, sugary, chemical ingredients, and every once in a while you go to a birthday party, you can't help it. So instead I teach them, fine, you know what, enjoy it, have fun, make your mouth blue. And then as soon as you get home, brush teeth, right? Because nobody wants to have blue teeth. The same way that I drink a lot of coffee to maintain my day, I don't want to have brown teeth. So what do I use to do that? Colgate Optic White. I don't think I could ever be what Selma has gone through, what she shared, the strength that she's given people. I guess you don't really know until you're faced in those situations, but I think about her often. There are times where I'm tired and my child wants to play one more round of trains, and I'm like, the last thing I want to do is like get on the floor and like build another train. And I think to myself, what Selma would do to be able to just get on the floor and build trains. And I have to keep that in the back of my mind and remember the strength that she has to like get up with Arthur and go swimming at 6 in the morning when he wants to. When I would tell my children, like, go the F back to bed. Like, it's 6 in the morning, I'm not getting up. And it's a true inspiration, and it's a learning lesson, and it's a curve about friendship and being able to ask for help and all of these things that you don't know that you're capable of. She's amazing. She's kicking MS and the whatever it is that you can say. And I think she's tougher than I ever thought. You know, I've always thought of her as the goofy, silly Selma, but to see her, this other side of her, this serious, this dedicated to her health, to her recovery, to be able to commit to what it takes and to try new things, and just to be so brave is truly inspiring. She's amazing. She's so multifaceted, and people don't realize that there's so much to her. Nothing defines who Shannon is. And when I was younger, I wished I could be more like her. She spoke her mind, and she was tough, and she didn't take can you say that? And now to see what she's gone through and how that's progressed, but also just the kindness and the patience, and you know, she doesn't have children, and we'll go on vacation and she'll take my kids with her, and that's the ultimate, right? Someone that like wants to spend time with their kids on vacation. And my daughter's already told me that as soon as Shannon gets a horse farm, she's moving out and she's moving in with Shannon. So that's already been apparently decided.